Talking to Timbers assistant coach Liam Ridgewell. Liam, clean sheet at the weekend has to feel nice. Do you remember your first clean sheet as a Portland Timber?
Oh, wow. No, I don't actually. That's a good stat, but sadly I don't. But big clean sheet for us, I think, after the first game of the season. Obviously, Kamal getting sent off after 10 minutes. All that preparation was tough to do, but boys stuck with it, and we had a tough training week to make sure we went out and kept a clean sheet, and they stuck to their tasks.
Well, it was your fourth game as a Portland Timber against a team that is no longer in existence in Chivas.
Oh, okay.
A 1-0 victory. Playing with you in that game was Diego Chara, the only player that is still, of course, a Portland Timber. When you were playing with him year one, did you expect him to be playing 10 years later still?
I expected him to do another 10 years, let alone year one. He's done so much running for so many players out there. I'll expect him not to play as long as he's done. But listen, he's a perfect pro and been an unbelievable servant to his club, and obviously still is.
Just starting out on the other end of it, Ian Smith, what did you make of his full debut and playing the full 90?
I think he summed it up really well. He's done his job, stuck to it, played a lot of really good balls, through the lines, breaking lines. He just stuck to what he showed us in pre-season. I think he's done a really good job of what he needed to do, kept a clean sheet, very good on the ball, and time to back that up now. Obviously first game's always the easy one, but building on from that is going to be massive for him.
Kind of have a large range of ages in the center back room right now. You got Finn Sermon and Ian Smith, 21, 22 on the younger side. Of course, Dario and Kamal more in their primes right now. How do you coach those different age groups a bit differently?
I hope that they coach themselves. I mean, listen, it's trying to make sure that we give Smudge and Finn the right reminders, the right stuff in the training on the ground to make sure they succeed in games. Kamal and Zupa, on that terms, is just trying to make sure that they got all the information they can, make sure they help the younger guys and make sure they dig in and work hard. They know the game. They know what they need to do during the week, so that always helps.
And when you were playing as well, did you prefer playing a 3 at the back or a 4 at the back?
Oh, good question. Do you know what? I came through at Aston Villa. I was a central midfielder and I got moved to left of a 3, and that's where I sort of learnt my trade. It helped me in my growth spurt to be able to, learn defending and make sure it did the job. But I always enjoyed being in a back 2, in a back 4, to marshal the defence and try and do it that way. So both sides have been really good. The main important thing is for us is just to keeping that clean sheet and keeping that chance creation down. That was the main thing for me.
Is catching the opposition offside harder in a 3 at the back when you've got more guys to orchestrate, or is it easier?
It depends on how certainly from where I was playing, if I was the middle one, it made it a lot easier. You can marshal from the middle centre half and try and get the other 2 pushed up, and that's what we try and work in. But in a 2, you've only got one person to shout out and make sure that they're doing their job, and that's the important thing, that you move and slide and drop and attack together, and that's the most important thing.
He was starting out in this league when you were kind of ending in MLS, but Walker Zimmerman, 2-time MLS Defensive Player of the Year, facing him in Nashville this weekend. One of the few DP center backs in MLS as well. What makes him so talented?
Very good in the air, very strong, very aggressive. I think he's shown over the years that he's got quality on the ball, but I certainly think, as a big centre half, he likes to dominate defensively and attacking from set plays, and it's important that we look at that and take care of him on that side. But he's obviously turned himself into a captain and make sure he marshals that team and defence. A bit of a change of manager, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But I think he's done such a good job, certainly in this league, to prove that he's one of the top defenders.
Speaking of set pieces, that's something that, at least from watching the press box, has been much improved this year. What do you credit to that? Of course, the players are part of it, but is that something you guys keyed in on in preseason? Yeah,
it was something that we looked at last season. Giving up as many goals as we did from set plays was not good enough, and it's something that we can try and cut out the game. And if we can take a few off of them set pieces, it gives us a bigger chance in games, and certainly going to later stage of the season and in conceding goals. So it's a main focal point for us to try and make sure that we keep a clean sheet, and the boys stay aggressive to go and head the ball and do what they should do in their positions.
Best of luck in Nashville.
Thank you.